Hello and welcome. It's truly a pleasure to be with you today. For many years now, I've had the immense privilege of speaking with so many wonderful people, especially those of you who are navigating the unique and important journey of life after 60. Together, we've explored a wide range of health topics, from the simple habits that can help you maintain a mind as sharp as a tack, to the strategies for building the kind of bone strength that keeps you active and independent. We've covered everything from sleep patterns to dietary choices, always with the goal of empowering you with the knowledge to lead a long, healthy, and fulfilling life. But today, what I have to share with you is something truly, truly unexpected. I've spent a lifetime in the medical field, and in that time, I've seen things that have both amazed and humbled me. I've read thousands upon thousands of medical research papers, and I've dedicated my professional life to understanding the brain and its incredibly intricate, delicate connection to our body's vascular system, that complex network of veins and arteries that serves as your body's highways for blood. After all this time, I truly believed I had a comprehensive understanding of every risk factor, every cause, and every preventative measure known to science. I thought I had seen every possible scenario. But recently, a new body of research has started to emerge from some of the world's most reputable institutions, and its findings are so surprising, so counterintuitive, that even I was taken aback. This is information so vital that it could very well save a life, perhaps even your own, because it's about a common, everyday fruit, a fruit that for decades we've all considered the absolute pinnacle of good health. I'm sure many of you have told your doctors, just as so many of my patients have told me, I'm doing everything right. I'm exercising regularly. I'm eating a piece of fruit every single day. And I've always commended them for it. Because for so long, that has been the cornerstone of all the advice we've given. We have championed these foods as a crucial part of a long and healthy life. But what if I told you that one of the most celebrated health foods, a fruit that has become the very symbol of a healthy, vibrant diet, could be silently, and perhaps even unknowingly, raising your risk of a sudden, life-altering stroke? I am not here today to talk about a fatty food or a sugary snack. I am not going to lecture you about processed foods or empty calories. I am talking about a common fruit, one that you might have put in your smoothie this morning or had for a snack just last night. And the reason for this unexpected risk lies in a powerful and very important compound that it contains: potassium. Now please, let's be absolutely clear from the beginning. Potassium is an essential electrolyte. It is a vital nutrient. We need it for strong muscle function, a steady heartbeat, and for balancing our body's fluids. If your body is too low in potassium, a condition called hypokalemia, it can lead to a very dangerous heart arrhythmia and even increase your risk of stroke. So you can see why it's a nutrient we are often told to get more of. But just like everything, in life, balance is key. Because for those of us over 60, our body's ability to regulate potassium can change in very surprising ways. As we age, our kidneys may not be as efficient at filtering out excess minerals from our blood. And for a number of people, a high potassium diet can lead to a condition called hyperkalemia, which is when you have too much potassium in your blood. This is not a good thing. In fact, it can be just as dangerous as not having enough. It can lead to severe irregular heartbeats and even cardiac arrest. This is not a subtle, minor effect. It's a real and present danger. And here's the most shocking part. The part that truly surprised me and led me to create this video for you today. The most common and potent culprit they identified was a fruit we all grew up eating and loving. The fruit they pointed to was the banana. Yes, that's right. The banana. The undisputed king of the on-the-go snack. We've all been told that it's a perfect food for athletes and a great way to get your potassium. And it is. A single medium-sized banana contains around 422 milligrams of potassium. For a healthy individual with normally functioning kidneys, this is a wonderful thing. Your body uses what it needs, and the rest is filtered out. But here's the catch, the part that is not widely known. For many of you over the age of 60, your kidneys may have a reduced capacity for this kind of filtration. And for those who are on certain medications, particularly ACE inhibitors or potassium-sparing diuretics that are commonly prescribed for blood pressure and heart health, your body's ability to excrete excess potassium is severely reduced. In these cases, a single banana can contribute to a dangerous buildup of potassium in your blood. According to a new report from the American Heart Association, this kind of excess potassium, known as hyperkalemia, is a silent risk factor for irregular heart rhythms and can even lead to sudden cardiac arrest. So while you think you are doing a good thing for your health, you may be unknowingly introducing a serious risk. But the surprises don't stop there. As a brain doctor, I have seen so many patients who are taking statins, medications that are absolutely critical for managing cholesterol and preventing stroke. Statins are a lifesaver for millions of people. But what I've seen is that the well-meaning advice of eat more fruit can have a truly dangerous and unintended consequence. There's a common fruit that contains a unique compound, a compound that can interfere with an enzyme in your body that is responsible for breaking down statin medication. This interference can cause the statin to build up in your bloodstream to dangerous, toxic levels. The fruit I'm talking about is the grapefruit. The compound it contains, called furanocoumarins, is a powerful inhibitor. When you consume grapefruit or grapefruit juice while taking a statin, you are essentially causing your medication to build up in your body. And when that happens, the side effects can be severe and life-altering. You are no longer taking the correct dose. You are now taking what could be a dangerous overdose. This can lead to serious side effects, including severe muscle damage, liver injury, and an increased risk of stroke. It's a risk so significant that many medications now come with a clear warning on the label to avoid grapefruit. It's truly a testament to how complex our bodies are. Two fruits, both celebrated for their health benefits, but both containing a hidden danger that can work against us, especially as we get older. This is not about demonizing fruit. Let me be clear. I am not suggesting you should never eat fruit again. That would be foolish. This is about something far more important. It's about being truly informed. It's about empowering you with the nuanced knowledge to make smart, specific choices that are right for your body and your health needs. We live in a world of one-size-fits-all advice, but what's an incredibly beneficial food for a 30-year-old might not be the wisest choice for a 70-year-old with a different set of health circumstances. This is where gentle advice and knowledge come together to create genuine well-being. I want to be very clear that this is not a suggestion to abandon all fruits. That would be a huge mistake, and it would rob you of a tremendous source of nutrients, antioxidants, and fiber. Many fruits are fantastic for your health and should absolutely be a part of your diet. The key here is balance and moderation, and making conscious choices based on your personal health circumstances. For example, if you are a senior who is on a blood pressure medication, or if you have any degree of kidney disease, it's not about cutting out all potassium. It's about being aware of high potassium foods and consuming them in moderation and consistency. Look at this. Fruits like blueberries, strawberries, and apples have significantly less potassium than a banana. These are fantastic choices that are packed with antioxidants and fiber. They are wonderful for your brain health, your gut health, and your overall well-being without posing the same risk as a potassium-rich fruit might for some individuals. I will provide a full list of low-potassium, brain-boosting fruits in just a moment. And if you are on a statin, please consult with your doctor and get a clear list of what medications you are taking that might interact with grapefruit. Now, before we move on to something else, I'm curious to know something. Throughout your life, what was the one fruit you always considered to be the single healthiest thing you could eat? But hearing this information might make you think twice about. I read every single one of your comments, and your experiences are invaluable to this community. I know it's not easy to hear that some of the health advice we've followed for so long might need an update, but we're all in this together, and by sharing our thoughts, we can help each other. And now, let's go a little deeper. Because while we're on the topic of surprising health facts, let's talk about a surprising myth you've probably been told about what makes for good health. You might think that as long as you eat well and exercise, your health is completely taken care of. But what if I told you that a common daily habit, something you do every single night, could be putting you at an increased risk of stroke? It's not about what you eat or what you drink, but about how you sleep. A very new and compelling 2025 study from the American Heart Association showed that a specific type of poor sleep could be a silent risk factor for stroke. It's not just about getting enough hours. It's about what happens to your body and your blood flow while you are in a state of rest. For many seniors, a common and often undiagnosed condition called sleep apnea can have a dramatic effect on your health. This is where your breathing stops and starts repeatedly during the night. And what happens when your breathing stops, even for a few seconds? The oxygen levels in your blood plummet. And when that happens, your body enters a state of panic, causing your blood pressure to spike in an effort to get more oxygen to your brain. This nightly repetitive cycle of plunging oxygen levels and spiking blood pressure can put a tremendous strain on your vascular system, making it more prone to damage and blood clot formation over time, leading to a much higher risk of stroke. But it's not just about sleep apnea. It's also about your sleeping position. Recent research has even suggested that sleeping on your stomach or in certain positions that put pressure on the neck can compromise blood flow to the brain and potentially raise your risk of stroke. It's a subtle shift, a small habit, that, over a lifetime, can have a serious cumulative effect. This is the gentle advice we talk about here on this channel. Small, informed changes that make a huge difference in your life. The goal here is never to scare you, but to empower you. Knowledge is your single greatest ally in the pursuit of a long, healthy, and fiercely independent life. It's about making sure that the foods you eat, the habits you have, and even the positions you sleep in are supporting you and working to benefit you, not creating an unintended risk. You've worked hard your entire life, and your health in this next chapter is the most important asset you have. Making a small change, a small adjustment to your diet or your bedtime routine, based on the latest science, can make all the difference in the world. It's about taking control and making informed decisions. Remember, every single choice you make, no matter how small it seems, has a cumulative effect. The fruit you eat, the medication you take, the way you sleep, they're not inherently good or evil. In fact, in many cases, they're very good. But just as a gardener understands that even the most beneficial plant must be tended to in the right soil with the right amount of water, you must also understand that even the healthiest of foods and habits must be utilized in a way that is right for your unique body, especially as your body changes with age. This is the difference between simply living and living with intention. Our bodies are complex, finely tuned machines. Think of your body as a high-performance vehicle. For years, you might have filled it with one type of fuel, and it ran beautifully. But as the engine ages, the same fuel might not be the most efficient choice. You might need to adjust your blend, to add a different kind of lubricant, to ensure it continues to run smoothly for decades to come. This isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of wisdom. It's a sign that you are listening to your body and adjusting your approach based on knowledge and insight. That is true health. It is also so important to remember that this information is for educational purposes. It is meant to arm you with the right questions to ask your healthcare provider. Please, continue to eat your fruits and get your sleep, but choose them wisely and be mindful of your habits. And always have a conversation with your doctor before making any significant dietary or lifestyle changes, especially if you are on medication. Your doctor knows your specific medical history, and can help you create a plan that is perfect for you. This is the foundation of living a long, vibrant life. We are so grateful that you've chosen to spend your time with us today, trusting us to bring you information that can change your life. We are here to help you age with grace, with strength, and with confidence, and there is so much more to share with you in the future. We will continue to bring you the latest research, the most gentle advice, and the most actionable tips to help you on your health journey. Thank you for being a part of this incredible community. If you found this advice helpful and want to continue learning how to live your healthiest life, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the Gentle Advice channel. We are here for you and we look forward to our next talk.